All right. So, um, I think a great answer and being able to run tunnel screen successfully is you've got to be able to show a defense that you can fake a tunnel screen and throw what I call it is a sucker or some air raid coaches call it a Roger or Larry Fox or a tunnel fox. I heard Coach Ragland when I coached with him. He called this fox, which simply means we're going to fake tunnel and we're going to run the wheel over the top and we're going to try to throw this thing between the bottom of the number and the sideline. Right here, we're in Leo. The previous week on film, we had motioned our receiver across the field a lot of the nights, and we had run tunnel, and we were successful with it. So obviously, when Triton sees this right here, if they think we're going to run a tunnel screen, they're going to try to jump the tunnel screen, and they get really, really aggressive right here. If we had run tunnel, they were probably going to blow it up at the line of scrimmage. But number 4 right here, who made All-State in the same season as 19. I thought his name was Archie Chandler. I thought that him and Jacob Bobliss were complements of each other and what we were trying to do. Archie's going to do a great job of selling the block here on the corner of the number 1. And Archie's going to release and get between the bottom and number sideline, and we're going to score an 80-yard touchdown off of a motion tunnel screen fox. And everything about this looks like tunnel screen. Archie's going to sell block, and then he's going to release bomb, and we're going to burn them for an 80-yard touchdown. And we ended up beating Triton on this particular night, 44-34. Coach Ben Penny, who's the head coach at Triton, does a phenomenal job with his wing T offense, and it's really, really hard to stop. So for any of us spread guys out here, a quick, explosive play like this can mean all the difference in your ball game. So when you feel it's appropriate, take a chance. A lot of times these plays right here, these foxes will work out for you. I'll show it to you again. I mean, Archie just does a great job right here. I feel like Ahmad does a great job of selling the screen. We get this thing between the bottom of the number and the sideline, and thank God 4 doesn't step out of bounds right here. I was nervous watching it from the sideline, I promise you. I want to go on and find another sucker clip. I don't want to feel like I've shown you a bunch of tunnel screens and I haven't shown you sucker, because we've ran this play successfully too. So we're playing Western Hornet right here. They're a cover 4 defense. Really, really, man, against cover 4, you could just keep throwing tunnel. But those DB's eyes, man, they get caught up looking at the tunnel screen too long. And number 4 right here is going to be able to slip right bomb, and Rory throws a beautiful football right here, and we're going to score on sucker. Now, guys, Rory Board, our quarterback right here, one of the smartest kids I've ever had the pleasure of coaching, and he just did all the fundamental things right. I want to show you this because I didn't get the opportunity to write a whole lot of notes on sucker, and you got to coach that just right as well. But Rory does everything here he would normally do on a regular tunnel screen. When he turns to flip his hips, you're going to see him pump his shoulder right there. Bam. You guys see that? As if he's going to throw that tunnel screen. That holds those guys for just a second, and my slot receiver is able to slip by right here and go score on the wheel. So I just showed you, out of trips, the jet tunnel sucker. This is what the actual tunnel screen looks out of it. So if you're going to run sucker, you got to run tunnel. If you're going to run tunnel, you got to run sucker. They've got to be complements off of each other. Right here, we're in Rio. We're going to motion the 2x2. The jet guy is responsible for blocking number 1, who's the corner. The tackle still has 2. All right, so right here, this is another big game and moment where tunnel and tunnel sucker Kane they it made the difference in the game. We were playing Southern Lee right here. I had just left Southern Lee as the offense coordinator, coaching with Coach Neal, and this was the first time that I had the honor of coaching against Southern Lee since I had left Southern Lee, and this was my first season at Union Pines, and we were conference foes, and we had led Southern Lee the whole game with about 30 seconds to go. Southern Lee went ahead of us 23-18 on a long touchdown pass, and I'm really, really thankful that I had some young men who had some grit in them, who wouldn't give up, who would never quit believing. And we caught a tunnel screen, which I'm going to show you right here from the end zone view. And Jacob catches this thing, and it gets down to about the 30-yard line, doing everything correct. Jacob really does a great job right here of being a coach of the game. He knows he's got to get out of bounds and stop the clock. Jacob gives us a chance to win the football game right here. We're going to call tunnel on the very next play. We knew their corner. They were playing cover 3. We knew he'd probably try to jump the screen, and what we were trying to do was to leak out our number 2 receiver on the wheel. And we were hoping that their middle of the field safety wouldn't be able to work over the top before we could get it there. And as you guys are going to see on the film, man, it's a bang bang play. But like I said, if you're going to run tunnel, you got to have tunnel sucker. And I want to show this to you from the end zone view. So Jacob gets out of bounds right there. I want you to watch this. I want you to watch this again in slow motion. Check this out, guys. This is a coaching point that I made earlier when I was talking about the lineman and my left tackle right here, Andrew McCormick, who's now an offensive lineman at Wingate University. Andrew was a great kid, excellent football player for us, very, very smart kid. He's simply doing what he's being coached right here. So Southern Lee, this kid right here is originally in what I would refer to as a 5. Some coaches refer to it as a 6, depending on whether you're Bear Bryant or, you just use your numbers across the board. But this kid is a 5. As Andrew is dropping in his pass set or before the ball is snapped, he's going to shift to a 3, and you're going to see Andrew club him with his left arm. He's going to rip with his right and get out. And he's going to run to go kick. Jacob's going to get inside of that. He's going to get vertical. Jacob knows that he's got to get to the sidelines, get back out of bounds to stop the clock. And he does a great job. And the very next play, we fake tunnel screen. We're going to throw the tunnel wheel, the tunnel sucker over the top. Number 4, Archie Chandler, he's going to fall in the end zone with 3.8 seconds left on the clock, and we beat Southern Lee 24-23. Why? Tunnel and tunnel sucker. Tunnel and tunnel sucker has made a big difference in my life. Here's the sucker. Rory's going to do a great job right here of pumping as if he's throwing a tunnel, and then he's immediately going to throw the sucker over the top. Archie catches this thing and falls in the end zone. It's one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. And that's how we win the football game. Tunnel sucker. Like I said, Rory does a great job. He catches this. He pumps the shoulder just like he did against Western Harnett. He's going to get rid of the football immediately. Same footwork, same shoulder action as maybe you would teach on a hitch and go. Throws a beautiful ball. Great players make great plays. I've had the opportunity to coach a bunch of great players. Union Pines wins 24-23. Coach Salas, I want to go back to the beginning, and I'd like to show everybody my bubble tunnel, because that's a new thing I'm doing. And I think this will pretty much wrap this thing up because I've shown about every variation that I have. It's play number 14, so let me go there. So right here, guys, we're playing West Brunswick in the playoffs. Like I talked about them being very well coached defensively. They had only given up 50 to 55 points in 11 games. They were 10-1 heading into the playoffs and a 7 seed. That's how difficult 3AA football was when we had to split classifications. But we're in empty right here, and we knew we were going to have to do things a little bit differently. At this point in my career, I had not started running tunnel screen to the number 3 receiver. I had just started really playing with fake and bubble to get the defenders to widen and then try to throw the screen back. But you know, whether you want to fake bubble and run this back, or whether you want to have your number 3 receiver diamond release, work 3 steps and banana path, either way is going to work. Have enough film to prove that it's going to work. But right here against West Brunswick, we're going to fake bubble. We're going to take these 2 defenders right here out of the play, and we're going to gain numbers back inside. There's going to be a big tunnel for Archie to catch this thing and get his shoulder square and go get vertical. As you guys can see, man, I mean, our receivers are just drilled. They're drilled to find the hips of the lineman releasing, and when they do, they get their shoulder square and go be an athlete in space. Nothing changes for a quarterback here. He's going to catch it. He's concept, ball back. The defense thinks we're running bubble right here. All those defenders are going to widen. When they do, they absolutely take themselves out of the play. And now I've got linemen running to block them. And like I said, I think the weakness you're seeing on this film tonight is my linemen have got to do a better job of blocking in space once they release. And I promise you, Coach Cox is committed to fixing that. But guys, I'm always here to share what I know with you about tunnel screens. You know, I've been very, very thankful to have a lot of mentors in my career, like Coach Salas, like Coach Ragland, like Coach Richard Bailey, who have all shared their knowledge with me. And I wouldn't be at this point at this age in my career if it hadn't been for my mentors. You know, in my eyes, I don't have any secrets. I'm just going to do what I do, and I'm going to try to do it the best. And I want to see you guys be your best too. So if there's anything I can do to help you with your screens and your offense, I think Coach Salas is going to give me a time where I can tell you how you guys can contact me, and I'm willing to share this information with you and send it to your emails.
Buddy, you did a great job. I'm going to put your Twitter on there so they can DM you to get up with you and set anything up you guys want to set up. But now I know why everyone says you're so good at dang tunnel screens, man. You do a great job with it, and you throw it to everybody. And you always seem to have a good fast one that you're going to throw it to.
Well, like I said, you know, people can look at the points and the success, man. But Coach Salas, I'm really not trying to sound like this, but man, I really wouldn't be the coach I am. I don't think any coaches would be the coaches they are without having good players. And, if you want to throw tunnel screen, man, throw it to a dynamic, fast athlete like an Ethan Biggs or a Jacob Boglis or an Archie Chandler or a Jerick Moore or a Gordon Waters, and I promise you, they'll make you look like a really good football coach.
Always throw it to the fast guy, man. Great job. Appreciate you coming on and doing this, buddy. This will be on next week.
Coach Salas, thank you so much. It's always a blessing to get on here and share my knowledge, and just always looking to pay it forward to any young coach out there wanting to learn as much as I did when I was a young one.
Well, thank you, buddy. Great job.